Some people use joint ownership as a way to avoid probate. And that has its disadvantages and its advantages. So if you have it to where automatically on the death of the first person, the second person owns all of the property, um, that can be okay as a way to avoid probate. But to avoid probate, they're still going to have some issues when they try and sell that house because they're going to need the death certificate. They're going to have to go through a couple of different steps. I find it actually cleaner to go ahead and just go through the probate process, rinse all that property and bless it as from creditor claims or other kind of different type of claims from the that might be on that original person's estate, to go through the probate process. And joint ownership is not one of the things I'm a huge fan of, but it really just depends on the circumstance and situation. Some people it's appropriate for, some people it's not appropriate for. One of the complications that you can have is that on on death or divorce, it can create potential problematic complications in that property. So if you have that, you really need to speak to an attorney. Don't try and do that just on your own, thinking that you found something that's a good idea for you without having really extensive discussion about how that would fit into your comprehensive, full, healthy estate plan that you put in place for yourself. Don't try and just piecemeal that out and say, well, that sounds like a good idea. Let's do that. It can have some real negative consequences. There's also some differences in separate and community property issues that you can have with that in the state of Texas. So before you're going to consider any kind of joint ownership, especially between a parent and child, make sure that you talk to a lawyer before you do anything like that.